Are you moving to Hamilton but aren't sure whether you should rent or buy your next home? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you make the best decision for you and your family so you'll be able to enjoy living in your new space and community instead of second guessing your decision down the line. Make sure to stay tuned right to the end to hear my bonus tip that works every time. Buying a home can be a big decision, especially if you've never bought one before, because as humans, we naturally fear the unknown. So let's dive in because it's simpler than you may think. Starting with Timeframe. It's a good idea to anticipate how long you may be living in your next home. If you're looking to stay somewhere for 3 to 5 years or longer, buying is often a really great option because you can usually catch some equity within that time. Around the 2-year mark is what I like to call the tipping point. The point at which it could make sense to do either option, rent or buy. Under 2 years, renting starts to have a greater appeal since it allows you the freedom to really enjoy the place that you're living without having to think about major maintenance or selling in the near future. The next important thing to consider is budget. Maybe you're interested in renting while saving up money for the down payment on your future home that may be just out of reach. If you're not sure whether you want to rent or buy, you can always get a mortgage pre-approval to see where you stand financially and decide from there. The third thing, and you're gonna hate me for saying this because you hear it all the time, but it's location, location, location. If you already know the area well, and you have a good grasp of where you would love to live and have the budget to support it, buying can be a great option to invest within that community. Even still, there's nothing wrong with renting for a while to get the flavor of the neighborhood before making a decision. Also, keep in mind that some people just don't want to own, and that's okay too. Now, if you're new to an area and you really want to buy, I have a fun task for you, and that is to explore. Have you ever found a neighborhood that you ended up gravitating toward time and again? The places that I've lived in have always been, at least initially, unintentional. I simply found myself visiting those neighborhoods over and over to the point that it just made sense to move there. And you know what? I loved living in all of those areas. It just felt right, which brings me to my bonus tip. Once you understand your time frame, your budget, and some neighborhoods that fit your lifestyle, let it sit and do what feels right. It sounds cheesy, but it really can be this simple. Now that you know that you want to either rent or buy, you may also be interested in learning about whether house or condo living suits your lifestyle best. Are you unsure about what the key differences are between the two? In my next video, I'll walk you through some important considerations when deciding which could be the best fit for you and your family. If you have any questions or want to discuss anything real estate related in or around the Hamilton area, feel free to drop me a line.